Hey guys, welcome back to Grace Loves Leather, and in today's episode I will be sharing my top 10 tips on how you can score your Hermès dream bag. And also at the end of this video I will be doing a very special giveaway, so please stay tuned. Okay, so if you guys are new to this Hermès game or Hermès journey, whatever you call it, I feel like it's important for us to understand the context of why this even exists. So I myself spent almost 7 months before I got offered my dream bag, and personally I enjoyed every moment of it, but I know there are people out there who are confused and wondering, like, why is there even a journey? It's just buying a bag. Well, if you want to buy a Kelly or Birkin, aka quota bag from the Hermès store, most likely you can't just come in there and buy the item. It's not that easy. It's a very high in demand item and the resale value is astronomical. So Hermès is one of the top luxury brands of the world, and they don't just want to be your luxury handbag store. They want to be your luxury lifestyle store, and that is why they have a different range of products such as home goods, ready to wear, shoes and belt, etc. And what they hope for you to be is their long-time customer who are interested in their brand, not just for their handbags. And that's why you'll hear things like, oh, you need to buy other things from the store before you get offered a bag. And yes, you can say that that is one of the rules of the game, because they want you to be a long-time customer of the brand and not just someone who's interested in their bag for its resale value. So guys, like it or not, that is why this game or this journey exists. And if you are still interested in starting your own journey, then let's head over to my first and most important tip, which is building a relationship with your SA. So guys, each Hermès store is different, their inventories are different, and their sales associates or SAs are different as well. Now, if you've seen my first video on how I went to all the 4 stores in New York City, I did this because I want to get a vibe of all the stores and I want to see which SAs do I vibe with the most. And lo and behold, I ended up vibing with my current SA right now, which is from the Williamsburg store. And the Williamsburg store, unfortunately right now, it's not their permanent store, and they're very small and they don't carry any leather goods or any ready-to-wear items. So the stock or the inventory is very limited. But because I have a great relationship with my SA, I was able to ask for things that are not available in the store, and he can easily just pull them in from another store or any other store in the United States, and the items will be ready for me at the store when I want them. So that sounds really good, right? Yes, it is. But how was I able to build this relationship with my SA? Well, it starts from the very first time that I met him. I remember the first time I went to the store, he was very nice, he was very friendly, and we started chatting right away. I mentioned that I was in the area because I went to a church that was in the area, and we just started talking about church, and he was telling me about his upbringing and how he and his mom used to go, but not anymore as much. And I was also sharing similar sentiments, and that's how our conversation started, and we just started talking about everything else. We talked about music, we talked about movies, we talked about fashion, so many things. And at the end of that visit, all I purchased from him was just a pop H necklace. It's not even a very expensive item. It was less than $500, but it didn't really matter. I still hit it off with him really well, and he gave me his name card and phone number, and I texted him afterwards, and we stayed in touch, and that is how the relationship began. Now, if you tried this, you went to the store, you talked to an SA, but you don't feel like you're getting that vibe from him, you don't feel like you guys are connecting well, please don't worry, because I know I did the same thing. I went to the other stores as well, and I didn't really connect with any of the other SAs in the other stores. And that's why I think it's okay to try different stores or try different SAs to find the ones that you vibe with the most. And you don't have to buy anything from the store if you don't feel like it. If you don't like the person, you don't have to, because the most important thing at the end of the day is your experience throughout everything. And I want you to have the best experience because I had great experience with my SA. So I think that's the most important thing. So much so that I even decided to shop at the Williamsburg store, fully knowing that they have 0 inventories for bags. 0. How crazy is that, right? But it didn't matter because my shopping experience was always amazing, and if your SA is fighting for you hard enough, somehow, some way, you will end up with a bag. And that brings me to my second tip, which is to know what you want and start building a wish list. Guys, please remember that your SA is not a mind reader. Your SA will not know exactly what you want if you don't tell them. And that means you need to do your own research as well. So I myself started going online and I started learning about the different types of leather, the different types of hardware. And of course, I was also researching the brand, not just for the handbags, for the other items as well. And I find myself liking a lot of the other items that Hermès was selling, and I made a point to be consistent, and I visit the store often, but not too often, maybe like once or twice a month. And every time I come, I will always pick up little things here and there that will definitely match my vibe, match my style, and so my essay will get a fuller understanding of who I am and what I like. Like for this bag, for instance, what I told him was like, I just want something in a neutral color, which is very important because I will only wear neutral colors, and I want gold hardware because I only wear gold hardware jewelries, and I want something small, so either a Kelly 25 or a Birkin 25 or a mini Kelly, but Kelly 25 was at the top of my wish list, and this is what he came up with. And I think that worked for me because I was being specific but also still open enough. And guys, I find that when my essay knows my style really well, I think it makes the shopping experience even better. Before I even tell him what I want, sometimes he would just send me a text or keep things in stock for me when I'm visiting because he knows that that's the kind of stuff I like. And I think that makes my shopping experience a lot more fun because it's more than just me going to a store, picking something out and then leaving. And that brings me to my third tip, which is to be patient but persistent and still be nice. I know there are people out there who became very frustrated with this game or journey because they've spent money and they've waited a lot of time and they still did not get offered a bag, and it becomes really frustrating. And I understand that because for a while I was also in that boat and I was left wondering if this will even happen for me, this and that. But I still just try to be patient always and persistent, and try to remind him here and there that I would still really like this to happen. But also I always try to not be demanding. I always just want to do things nicely, and I just want to be considerate at all times, and I think he really appreciates that as well, which makes the relationship even better. And guys, getting angry or being rude to your essay or throwing temper tantrums, it's just not gonna get you anywhere. I know this may sound crazy, but I think Hermès loves people who are nice. And that's why you'll hear stories where people with no purchase history would come into a store and suddenly they get offered a bag. And it's usually because they're a very nice person, they're easy to talk to, they're friendly, and they build a great relationship with this essay in a short amount of time. And that's why these stories happen. It pays to be nice. So no matter how frustrated you can be in this journey, try to maintain a positive outlook on everything and just be nice. Moving on to my next tip, tip number 4, and that is to expand your purchases. So how can we show Hermès that we love their brand not just for the resale value of their bag? Well, the easiest answer is to show loyalty to the brand by owning different things that they are also selling. I personally find that they have such great quality in everything that they make, so it's not even hard for me to fall in love with their other items. As you can see from my unboxing videos, I got a lot of shoes, a lot of belts, fashion jewelry, fine jewelry, perfumes. There's a lot of things that I love from them, and I have no problem buying them, and I don't feel forced ever to buy anything, and I love everything that I got. Regardless or not, I will get a bag. And for me, that makes all of this worth it. It's never frustrating or it becomes a chore. And guys, like, I don't mean you need to go in the store and drop $20,000 on some random watch or a random furniture item. That's not what I'm saying, and I've never done that as well. So please don't do that. Unless you really like this watch or whatever this is, then by all means go for it. Moving on to tip number 5, and that is to dress appropriately. I believe in dressing well and presenting yourself well to have a great first impression or a great second impression, or just to have your essay know your style in general. Like, I made a point every time I go to a store, I would always wear things that showcase my style the best, so that every time I come into the store, my essay will get a sense of my style even better, and he will know things that I like to wear and things that I would want to wear. And it makes shopping so much more fun and so much more easier with him. And also, I would try to wear the Hermès pieces that I got from the store, incorporate it with my daily style, and I think that goes a long way because every time I come into the store wearing something from Hermès, I always get compliments from other essays, or one time I even got a compliment from the store manager because she liked, I forgot what, the belt or the shoes that I was wearing at the time. So yeah, it's always a great conversation starter, and it just doesn't hurt to look good and feel good, period. Moving on to tip number 6, and that is to leverage special occasions. Definitely mention to your essay if you have a birthday coming up or an anniversary coming up or any other special occasions that might come up, because sometimes the store might prioritize such customers for the significant milestones that they're going through. For instance, I told my essay about my birthday that was coming up. I think that was around 2 to 3 months since I've started coming to the store. So I was fairly new, but of course my essay is awesome and he's super nice, and he was trying really hard to get me a bag for my birthday. Unfortunately, he couldn't get it to me at the time because it was difficult being in a store with zero bag inventories, obviously. But he was trying really hard and he made it known to his director. Even if he couldn't get it to me at the time, it was in his mind. So when I was able to get offered this bag a few months after that, he even told me that he was always thinking about not being able to get it to me for my birthday, so he really wanted to get me one as soon as he can. And so yeah, it's not a guarantee that you can get it at the time that you want it, but it definitely does not hurt to try. Now moving on to tip number 7, and that is to set your own boundaries. Whenever we have to wait for months or years for something that we want, it's easy to feel a sense of burnout, and I know this happens to a lot of us and it happened to me too. But the way I fight the burnout is to have a set of boundaries that I set for myself. As we know, the Hermès game, the Hermès journey, this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. I know that this is going to be a long game and I can't just spend money like they're unlimited. I'm just not that kind of person. So I set a boundary for myself. For instance, every time I visit the store, I try not to spend more than a certain number. Let's say the number was 3,000. So I made a point to myself that every time I go into the store, I know pretty much what I need and what I want to get. And I try to keep my purchases under this number so that I don't have to feel so overwhelmed or so burnt out, and I can still continue this journey even after months and months have passed. So yes, I do this to keep myself in check, and honestly, it's helpful to me, and to me it makes my shopping experience better, which is after all the most important thing in the end. So moving on, we're on tip number 8 now, and that is to consider traveling. So guys, if you have done steps 1 through 7 and you've been on this journey for a while and you feel like it's not happening for you, or maybe you want to start your journey but this whole idea of having a purchase history or building a relationship with an essay is too demanding or too overwhelming, well, I have good news for you. There is one city in the world where you can go into an Hermès store and buy a quota bag even without a relationship with an essay or a purchase history, and that is in Paris. So in Paris, Hermès have something called the leather appointment lottery. So what you would do is you would go on their website and put your name information in the day before, and they will let you know at the end of the day if you are able to get a leather appointment on the next day. And sometimes you can get really lucky and you get a leather appointment and you can go into the store and pretty much just ask for a bag right then and there, and if they have it, they might give it to you. The end. But of course, this is based on luck and chances, so it's not a guarantee. And I've never done it myself personally either, but I would love to try it. So the next time I go to Paris, I will definitely try this out. There's nothing to lose, right? Now moving on to tip number 9, and that is to consider pre-owned options. So guys, if time is of the essence for you, or you have a very specific bag that you want, then I think exploring a reputable pre-owned luxury boutique or online platforms is the way to go. Sure, the price there might be double or even more than double what you have to spend in the store, but you can get something in a very specific color, specific hardware that you want, and you can get it in a timely manner that you want, which is something that you might not be able to do at the store. Also, considering that maybe you also have to spend a 1-to-1 ratio at the store before being offered a bag, then the prices might just even each other out. So yeah, while this might not be a direct purchase from the store, I will not knock this method away because it is still a great way to get your dream bag in hand. But guys, please remember that if you are buying from a reseller, please do your research and be safe, because some of these dupes out there are super scary. Then last but not least, we are on tip number 10, and that is to simply be kind. First of all, be kind to yourself if you're on this journey, because I know people who ended up resenting themselves or resenting their purchases because it's not what they thought it would be. And you also have to be kind to yourself if your journey isn't progressing as fast as other people's journeys might be, because in the grand scheme of things, guys, a bag is just a bag. We might attach meaning or sentimental values to it, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a bag. It does not define you. It does not define your successes. It's meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to be loved, and it's meant to add to your life, not to be an obsession that stresses you out about. And also, please be kind to your essay, because they are just human, and I personally love my essay and I want him to succeed in his career as much as I want to get bags or things from him. So I always just try to treat him like I would a friend, and I think that genuinity is what makes us so good together. I think he sees that in me and he appreciates it, and I think that's what makes him like me as much as he does. So yes guys, getting the bag is an amazing experience, but shopping in a brand that you actually love with someone that you actually enjoy shopping with is also a really good experience, and I don't want you guys to miss out on that. I want you guys to have your cake and eat it too. So yeah. So guys, that is it. Those are my 10 tips on how you can score your Hermès dream bag. I hope this helped you out, because I know that there are people out there who are interested in starting their journey but you don't know where to start. So I hope that this is a great place for you guys to begin. And speaking of the start of my Hermès journey, I just want to take this time to tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys for being there with me from the very start, because honestly your presence here makes my journey even more great, and I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful for the bag, and in the spirit of celebrating the bag and celebrating you guys, I want to do a very special giveaway. So of course I will unbox this and show it to you guys, and I'll put it back. But guys, check out this ribbon. It's got the Hermès 2024 in the spirit of the Faubourg, which is the name of their store. I think that's really cool. I just want to point that out. Ta-da! Guys, this is the Hermès Tarmac passport cover in the color gold, which is one of Hermès' signature color, and personally one of my favorite Hermès colors. Here she is. I always love this white stitching on the brown leather. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's suede. This is a very special piece, and I would love to share this with one lucky subscriber. So all you have to do to enter this giveaway is to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below where are you watching my video from and what is your dream bag. It doesn't have to be an Hermès bag, it could be any bag. I just want to get to know you guys a little bit more. So each comment from one account will count as one entry, and the giveaway will start from the day this video airs up till 3 weeks. And if you're not sure what the days are, I will put them in the description box down below. And at the end of the 3 weeks, I will pick the one lucky winner, and I will contact them individually to arrange shipment. This giveaway is open worldwide, you guys, so good luck. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you find it helpful if you are thinking about starting your journey, or if you're on one right now. I wish you the best of time and good luck, and I can't wait to hear your stories. Thank you guys again for watching, and good luck to everyone who's joining the giveaway. And until then, I hope everyone's having a great week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!